Hi everybody, thanks a lot for joining me for this video. This is going to be a rundown of the Mally All Day Gorgeous kit. I mentioned this in my Christmas and birthday haul. I was wearing a lot of these products in that video, so if you were interested in how to actually put those on in this video, I'll explain what's in this kit, how to wear it, and sort of my overall impressions of this brand from what I've tried so far. This is the only stuff from the brand that I have tried, and I must say I'm really impressed with it. This is intended to be very high performance, long-wearing makeup. These are the color products you will use, your blush, your eyeshadow, and your lip color. So not only do you get the products themselves, but you get a nice little pamphlet explaining exactly how to use them all. That's Mally. You may recognize her from QVC. That's where I got this kit, qvc.com. Go to that website if you want more information. But this little pamphlet is really nice because it walks you through exactly how these products are intended to be used, and there is a real method to using this makeup because, like I said, it's not just putting on the blush, it is a certain way to do it to make it really last. So here's a quick look at the kit. This is what you're getting. You've got it holds everything. So this is everything that comes with it. You've got your long-wearing lip color and a gloss that goes over that, a volumizing waterproof mascara, a long-wearing shadow stick, and this is a plum-colored eyeliner right here. On the other side, you've got your applicators, a double-ended sponge tip applicator, which will be used for the whole process of setting the eyeliner and making that really long wearing. And then you've got a double-ended synthetic brush and a brush end here that you will use for the blush product, but I'll explain why I wanted to use that a little bit differently coming up. In the inner pocket here, it holds both of your compacts. One of them holds your blush. This is a cream blush right here, and then your powder. So those work together to create that really long wearing look. And then you also have an eyeliner. This is sort of like your eyeliner assistant here. So you've got your liner pencil, and then you will use the white side to sort of set that liner and the darker side to really amp it up and make it smoky if you want to. So here's how I used all the products. Alright guys, excuse the wet hair. I just took a shower. I just want to get you up to speed on what is on my face right now because the Mally All Day Gorgeous kit is a color cosmetics kit, so I've got all my foundation and concealer and all that stuff already on. I use my Revlon Color Stay Foundation. My shade is Fresh Beige, especially this time of year. It's a little bit lighter. I use my Benefit Erase Paste under my eyes. My Too Faced, it's a new powder I've been testing out, the Amazing Face Skin Balancing Flexible Coverage. It's actually a foundation powder, but if you want a little more coverage, like I kind of mainly use this around my T-zone area, so I think a foundation powder is actually alright to use there. And then I just dusted over everything with a little bit of my Hard Candy bronzer in Heat Wave. This is a great bronzer. It does have a little shimmer and glow to it, but everything else on my skin was so matte I thought it could handle that. So we move on to this kit, and the next thing I would do if I was doing my face would be the cheeks. So from here on out, everything that goes on my face from lips to eyes to cheeks is going to be from the All Day Gorgeous kit from Mally. So this is the way the cheek product looks, and you open it up and you've got your cream cheek product and then the powder. And there's a brush that's given to you designed to use this, and I did try using this end first, which is recommended for the cream product, but I just didn't feel like it melted into my skin as well. So I use my fingers for that part, and then I'll use this side of the brush for the powder. But it's a really pretty, just kind of fresh pink look, and I had this on in my big Christmas birthday haul. A lot of people asked me what was on my cheeks, what was on my lips, and it was all from this kit. So I'm just going to kind of swirl my finger in there a little bit, get some of that color on there, and then dot it starting right on the apples of my cheeks. And so you just kind of dot it on, blend it out in a little bit of a circular motion, and you'll see what I mean in terms of the heat of your hand making that more blendable. Alright, so the idea here is that layering a powder over the cream is going to make it last so much longer. I got the cream on this cheek as well, and then I'm going to go into the powder, going to use the brush that's given, which is just fine for a blush, and I'm just going to top that off. Just going to put the blush where I normally would, kind of lay it down on the apple of the cheek and then direct it back. And you've just got this pretty pink glow to your cheeks now. And this blush does have a hint of shimmer, very subtle. There's not a lot, but there is just, you can see as I move it in front of the camera, the slightest glow to this. So be aware of that. It's nothing that I think is going to make you look glittery, but definitely like the effect. So I forgot, there's no brow product, but everything else for the eyes is in here. The thing that I wanted to point out is that she has a shadow stick, and it's not like a whole palette of eyeshadows, it's just a shadow stick. And this shade is called Dusk, and it's a really pretty taupe with the most gorgeous sparkle, and if you like swatch this on your hand, you cannot get it off until you use some kind of makeup remover or soap to get it off, because it really is long wearing. So I'm going with no primer. I'm just going to put this on my lid. I'm going to draw it on straight from the product, and you can see how gorgeous that color is. It's kind of like a rosy taupe almost. It just has that slightest hint of a rose tone, and I'm just getting that all over the lid. And then as soon as I get it on there, you've got a little time to sort of work with it, and so I just kind of blot over it with my finger and sort of just gently work that to the crease. And it's just the most simple, you know, kind of one-step eye thing. And if you're on the go and you're in a hurry, I mean, this is a great way to get a nice, pretty, long-wearing sheen on your eye that's not going to crease and fade off. Next up, Mally has a system for long-wearing eyeliner. It involves the liner pencil, this powder, and this applicator. So I'm going to show you how to go through that step on one eye, and then I'll just repeat it on the other eye. But this shade, it's Perfect Plum is the liner, and it has the appearance of sort of like the same style of liner as, say, the ones from Urban Decay, that kind of thing. And so what I'm going to do is just line my upper lash line with that. So I've gone along my upper lash line with this plum eyeliner, and my one complaint about this is that it's just a little bit dry, and I wish it was kind of a darker shade. Maybe like if this was double-ended and I could use this pretty plum on the bottom, but I generally want something darker on the top. Now the second step is kind of going to correct that a little bit for us, but if I were just choosing to use the liner itself, I wish it was just a little darker, but it is really still a pretty shade. And I'm going to go underneath the lower lash line with this as well. It says, take the special secret setting formula, the white side of the split pan powder, and use the fat end of the double-ended sponge gently but completely set and cover the entire area that you lined. Okay, so this is not just a white eyeshadow. This is used to be a setting powder. So I'm using the wide tip, and I'm just going right over the top of that. And basically this is going to act to seal in that liner. And I'm going to do it on the upper and the lower lash line, because remember I put the plum down here as well. And next she says to kind of bring back the intensity, there is a really, I think it's a very deep dark plum shade right here. And you use the other end of the applicator. So if you're a fan of sponge tips, which do give you a lot of control, I think for, you know, for the masses of people out there, I think this is going to be an easy thing to do. You just take that smaller tip with some of the dark powder and go right back over the top. And what this gives you is kind of a nice, actually, if you enjoy a plum smoky eye, or I'm sure you could get this sort of thing in other shades in her collection, this is really nice because it takes your liner from being really harsh and just a harsh straight line to being kind of that smudged out smoky look. And so I'm going to use that powder again on the lower lash line, and you could wing that out some more if you wanted to, or you could even use a little of that powder in your crease if you want, but just to go by the directions this time. Now you've got this pretty plum smoky look, and you can use that applicator to further smudge this out. If you want to use that darker shade as a sort of an eyeshadow, if you want a little more in the crease on top of the shadow stick, I'm just taking my Essence of Beauty fine crease brush and just kind of taking it right there to my crease to give me a little more intensity. The next step is the volumizing mascara. So before I do that, I definitely want to curl my lashes. Got my e.l.f. eyelash curler here, so I'm going to do that. This is actually the waterproof volumizing mascara. So you can see the brush there. Traditional brush, no rubber bristles. They kind of spiral around the brush, and then I'm just going to get that going on the base of my lashes. I am in love with this formula because it really, like, you put it on your brush, it really clings to the lashes. It is not wet. It is creamy. You can see how my lashes just built up there so fast, and this doesn't happen with a lot of mascaras for me. So instantly, from the first time I tried it, it had this effect. There wasn't that waiting period where, you know, okay, this mascara is gonna really get good in a couple weeks, so just bear with it, you know, because sometimes formulas need to dry out a little bit, but this just started with a great consistency there, and I just really love the length it gives, the thickness, and it is waterproof, and it does stay very flexible feeling throughout the day. A little bit on the bottom lashes as well. All right, you can really see the difference this has made from one eye to the next. Which eye do you want to have? I think this one, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other side, and then I'll show you how to do the lip. My favorite parts of this kit is the lip color, and so it's basically a two-step thing. This kit is all about being long wearing, and this first shade is called Modern Mauve, and I love this format. I love the jumbo lip pencil because it's more, it's less work than a typical liner is when you want to fill in your whole lips, but it's more precise and more controlled than just taking a lipstick on there. So I love this, and I absolutely love this shade. I was wearing this in that haul video I was doing, and just basically go all over your lips with this. It's so easy. I mean, I just love this format for putting on lip stuff. It doesn't have to have a point. I mean, it is kind of a rounded tip, but you have all the control you need. And if you are worried about feathering outside the lip line or anything like that, this really does stay. So put that on. I mean, I already did my brows, but at this point, you know, go on and do something else with your makeup or whatever you need to finish up. Come back in like a couple of minutes and we'll put on the gloss. Now, did I mention the lip color actually smells like sugar cookies? It's amazing. I love that. And then you take the clear gloss and you just top it off here. Once you kind of feel like once your lips feel just a little bit dry with the long wearing lip color on there, just take this over the top. And this is such a comfortable gloss. I feel like sometimes these duos, sometimes if you have a gloss to put on top, it's kind of sticky, or it's the exact opposite and it's running off your lips. This just holds on your lips, but it doesn't feel too sticky, and it gives you the most beautiful shine. So my overall impressions of this kit, I think it is really awesome. I mean, I enjoyed it to the point where the other day I saw another Mally kit offered on QVC, and I went ahead and ordered it because I was so happy with what was in this kit. Just to point out kind of overall what I thought, I love the lip duo here. I think that is a gorgeous look. And I almost feel like that gloss, you initially put it on and it feels a little slippery, but then as you wear it, I feel like it really adheres to the lips and you hardly know it's on. You know you've got a pretty gloss on, but it's so long wearing. I'm just really happy with that lip color and how it wears, so I would love to try more of those. The mascara is awesome. You saw how it really beefed up my lashes really quickly, and the interesting thing is it stays feeling so flexible throughout the day. So it's really light on your lashes and it doesn't weigh them down at all. The shadow stick, I enjoyed that. I thought that was a really pretty color, and keep in mind you can use that as a base with any of your eyeshadows. That's the thing that's kind of unusual. You get a full color kit, but there's no actual eyeshadow in it, you know? It's the shadow stick, and it's meant to be kind of quick and easy to use, but that shadow stick is really long wearing. The eyeliner was sort of, I wished it would have been a little darker just right out of off the product. Once you add on that other second step, yes, you can make it darker and smoky, but if you just wanted to wear the liner as is, you know, I wish it would have been a little darker. However, that second step, I've got to say, I love how you can get a smoky look, really, you know, smoke out your eyeliner. You could do it much more intense than I ended up doing it with this look, but you can also make it something that's really going to last. I mean, that is going to lock in there and stay, so I love that. Love the blush. Wasn't so nuts about the blush applicator because, like I said, I like to use my fingers to apply the cream blush, not this. This side could have been a little bigger, but it will do. But I absolutely love that pink that it gives you on your cheeks, and the fact that it lasts is great. So overall, very, very impressed with the Mally makeup that I have tried. Like I said, I am going to be trying more in the future. Let me know what you think. If you've tried this brand of makeup, if you have any likes or dislikes or product recommendations for me, please let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, guys.